Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome to the Butterfly Transformations channel. You're with Tanisha Ali, helping you to gain clarity, up-level your mindset, heal and clear energetic and emotional blockages, and manifest the glory of God within you. Thank you for joining me this afternoon, evening, or morning, whenever you are catching this reading. We're about to get our monthly guidance for April 2020 for our lovely Libra. Okay, our loving, love soul heart, give everything they have, need to have a relationship in their life, Libra. Hoping that this reading will give you a greater sense of balance and clarity, which is something that you thrive in, Libra, and hoping that the guidance that you can get from this reading will help to enrich your life in some particular way. As you all know, when I do these readings, I always start out with the primary spiritual message that applies to that particular zodiac sign. Remember that the message is general, but the spiritual messages that come out should apply to you in some way, shape, or form. And then we get more into some of the specific messages from the tarot during the second half of the reading, which is available to the Patreon members. And you can get to my Patreon spiritual channel at patreon.com/Tanisha Ali. The information is definitely in the description. Bear in mind that these readings are for sun, moon, and rising signs. So I want you to just take a moment to clear your energy, take a deep breath, and just allow that to settle. As Spirit guides us to what is the primary spiritual lesson or context in which we're going to view all of the other messages in this reading. Okay, so we have a few here. We're not going to look at all of these, but we do have maybe some things that come to the light that are helping you make a decision about how to move forward. And you could potentially be coming out of a space of feeling stuck. All right, so maybe an increased level of clarity. At the bottom of the deck here, we have this Lover's card. So it's quite possible for some of you guys, this is related to an emotional crossroads or some kind of an important decision that you may be finding yourself needing to make. That either you have made that decision, you've gotten aligned, and you've decided which direction to go into because something has become clear to you that maybe heretofore was not clear. But it's allowing you to get out of this place of being stuck, and you are now moving forward. And you're moving forward with a greater sense of alignment. So the challenge here is to move past the obstacles that will no doubt every now and then present themselves, perceived difficulties, but to keep your eye on the prize and keep moving forward. The next card we're going to pull has to do with advice for you, Libra, as to what it is you need to surrender or be willing to let go of as you move forward in this particular phase of your journey. Your belief in scarcity, okay, is what is at the top here. So it's also about surrendering your addictions and surrendering to your full power. So this is pretty powerful energy here. We're going to use all of these cards that came up. You have some belief in an inability to achieve the abundance that life has to offer you. And although you can get excited about things and feel very charged and motivated, and you are back on track now, having come out of a period of stagnation, you also have these underlying issues that are that represent inner work that you have to do, that have to do with a sort of energy of restriction, something that constrains you and keeps you from really seeing who you are and seeing what your full power is all about. So really this is about a scarcity mindset. This is about saying what you want and in one moment identifying what it is you want to move forward with, but the underlying energy being you don't really believe it's possible, or you don't really believe that you have what it takes. You don't believe that there's abundance around you and that you can create what it is you want in your life. And so you may be finding yourself getting derailed. Okay, this takes you out of your full power. This takes you out of your lion and your lioness energy. It also keeps you from being able to surrender to the magic of who you are. You are the magician. Your words are your wands. As above, so below. As a man thinketh, a man is. And so this is really about you coming into a different mindset and releasing the things that have so trapped you. As you move forward, you still are kind of looking back, or you're being pulled off course, and all of you is not fully aligned in this moving forward because you have this other blocking energy. For some of you, this energy represents addictions, literally. Things that you're doing that are counter to the energy and the momentum that you need in order to move forward. It could be literal addictions. It could be shopping. It could be drinking. It could be alcoholism. It could be drug addiction. This card is talking about your addictions to substances, food, even being addicted to people, sex, or overworking. So this is about you taking action in your life to begin to heal these addictions and putting in place substitutes. Healthier alternatives that don't derail your life. Healthier alternatives that are more aligned with your ability to think in terms of abundance and prosperity, and to bring the kinds of things in your life that you deserve to have as a magical being of light, as a divine being. So this is very beautiful here, because I feel like you may be coming out of a period of kind of some inner turbulence. And you're not fully out of the woods yet. And what is going to make the biggest difference is alignment. This is about, drop some cards. This is about getting aligned. Okay, and staying aligned and ridding yourself of anything that means you no good. So let's get some guidance from our animal spirit deck. I can let Baron read. What other messages are here for Libra during this month? Porcupine spirit. Time for beginner's mind. All right. This is the number 12 reduced down to the number 3. It is time for you, Libra, to create something new in your life. It's time for you to get aligned and move with all parts of your being towards what it is that you want. It's time to keep your eye on the prize, and it's time to release the things, the mindset challenges that have held you back in the past. All of this baggage that you're trying to take as you move forward. You're moving out of a place of darkness and you're trying to go forward into a new space. But if you don't let go of some things, and if you don't start out with the beginner's mind, and if you don't lighten your load, you're not going to be able to move forward. When I see this picture, sometimes I think of that saying, you can't move forward looking back. You see the horse is stalled in a way. He's fierce and he wants to charge forward, but the energy is split. She's looking in another direction, so he's like, he's almost resisting. He wants to go forward, but he raises up because her weight, her energetic weight, is not in alignment with moving forward. There's some turbulence here. All right. And so this is really about you starting over fresh, changing your habits, changing the way you think, but also changing your habits and changing anything that is out of alignment with what just doesn't work for you anymore. Sometimes life stings. Okay. So also I feel like for you, Libra, that you could have an energy of being in a place of feeling like a victim because of some of the trials and tribulations that you've had. And every time you run up against an obstacle, you fall back into this space of disempowerment. Always remember that on this road, we're going to have difficulties, but it's our job to surrender into and to fall into our full power, the divine power within, and to summon all of our resources to move forward and to not be stopped or to not be sidetracked because we run into obstacles along the way. All right, so let's take a look at some of the more specific guidance that we have for you, Libra, moving forward, and get some more specifics as to what is this about. We have the Three of Cups energy here, which can often allude to relationships that we may have with other people. Third wheels, people that we share space with, or perhaps people that we work with, people who we enjoy spending time with, people who are supportive. We vibe with these individuals. That's the more baseline meaning. We have the Six of Swords, which is you moving towards something but needing to move away from something in order to move towards something. This energy here of the Page of Swords, which can oftentimes mean that someone's watching you, you're watching someone, but that is not what it typically means for me. This has to do with communication and changing the